your plural. For example, this is your class. Es su, what? Clase. Es su clase. All right? Es su clase. This is your class. This is y'all's class. If we were in Tupelo, Mississippi. It's y'all's class.
We do it in Georgia too.
What's that?
They do it in Georgia too.
They do it in Georgia too. I just keep focusing on Tupelo, Mississippi. I don't know why. Okay?
Fun to
Because that's
say.
the heart of the South. Okay? What?
It's fun to
Well,
say.
so is Atlanta, for that matter.
So why you don't say Mississippi the hard? What? Nah, it's not the hard.
Okay, agent. All right, good. Sue, you're there. Okay, it's their class. No, if Dee and Parisa were the ones that were running this class, oh no, it's su clase. It's their class. It's their class. Okay, it's their class, or it's y'all's class. Okay, it's yous guys' class. Okay, yous guys, your plural, as opposed over here. Okay, and we keep it at sus. Okay, these are his classes. These are his classes. That's going to be what? His, but classes, what? It's got to be plural, because I've made it a plural here. So these adjectives modify the noun. These adjectives match the noun. In the case of me, too, and Sue, it matches in singular plural, not in masculine, feminine. This is the only one that's got the masculine, plural, feminine, plural. Okay? So these are possessive adjectives. Good. So we started with adjectives, possessive adjectives. All right? Then we move into descriptive adjectives. So give me a couple of descriptive adjectives. Descriptive adjectives.
Alto.
Okay, alto. Very simple. Alto. Alto, which means?
Alto.
Tall. Altitude. Altimeter. Yes. Okay? So, me, if I say, es alto, I'm saying what? He's tall. He's tall, or you're tall if you're a male. Okay, if you're a male. But if I'm talking about Rebecca, okay, and I say es, this is going to be what?
Alta.
Alta. Alta. Because she's tall.
You'd also be lying.
I'd also, no, I wouldn't be lying. It just depends. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, doesn't matter. Okay, Donna. Donna es alta. Es alta. Okay, but Kenny es alto. Kenny es alto. Yo soy alto, porque soy hombre, because I'm a guy. Yes? Okay? Bien. All right, give me another adjective.
Fail.
Fail. Fail. Okay? So we're not going to pick anybody in here. Yes, okay, I'll get in trouble, right? All right. I don't want to be, the air out of my tires or something. But my uncle, if my uncle is ugly, okay, I say what? Mi tío, sí, mi tío es feo. Mi tío es feo. But if it's my aunt, mi tía es what? Fea. Fea. Or I've got a bunch of ugly uncles. I've got a bunch of ugly uncles. So we're going to take the me and make it what?
Mis.
Plural. Mis. Okay? And then the uncles, tío becomes tíos. Mis tíos. And then the verb has got to be what? Son, because it's plural. They are, as opposed to he or she is. Yes? Don't forget that verb, making it plural. Son, and we're going to take that same word, okay? Fails. Everything matches. That is a plural, masculine. That's a plural verb, yes? This is masculine, yes? This is plural. Everything matches in Spanish, yes? It all kind of goes together. In other words, it modifies. The adjective modifies the noun. This is an adjective. It's a possessive adjective, and it goes before the verb of the noun. It's a possessive adjective, goes before the noun. This me and this tus, and this sus, okay, they all go before. Our uncles are ugly, okay? What is it? Nuestros, because it's plural. Nuestros, tíos, son feos. All right? Possessive adjectives. 3.2. Yes? 3.2 in your text. Possessive adjectives. Modify, match, go with. All right? The noun. In number, okay? And gender. Okay? Male, female. In the case of nuestros, yes? Because this is tíos, masculine. So we're going to say nuestros. All right? verb has got to be plural also, because if your subject is plural, the verb is plural. Yes? If this were Jose, okay, let's try that again. All right? Jose y Beto, ¿sí? Beto, okay, son feos. Son feos. That's not too clear either, is it? Yes, okay. O-S. Son feos. So, Jose and Beto, Joe and Beto, they are ugly. Yes. They can't help it. Yes. All right. They're AJ's friends. Yes. All right. What? I'm sorry. Okay. AJ. Okay. AJ es what? Guapo. Sí.
Oh,
Es guapo. ¿Sí? What? ¿Sí? Would you say what? Sim? What? Patico. Okay. Or would you say antipatico? Antipatico. Which is it going to be? Huh? Let's take a vote. Yes. So what's it going to be, AJ? What?
hold on.
He's looking up antipatico. See, what does antipatico mean? What does it mean? What is he saying about it?
Mexico.
What? You're,
And I don't like that gordo. To me, it's flaco.
yes. Oh, flaco. Okay, flaco. See, flaco. That's what he's working on. Yes, that's why he goes to the gym.
My bad. Yeah, keep that up. My bad.
Sure. No, that's his goal, to be flaco. Yes, not necessarily skinny. We would say delgado.
I got the
But,
wrong word. You keep going guapo up there.
okay. No, let's work with me. Work with me. And see. Okay. Good. Okay. See, he likes to see AJ up here. Yes. Okay. All right. Bien. Okay. So comprenden. Yes. So that's a combination of the verbs, the adjectives, possessive, and descriptive. Yes. All right. Let's take a look at the sheet here, and let's run through these. Okay. Run through these now. Okay. And just for practice. Yes. We're going to practice this. Okay. 1, 2, y 3. Sí. Okay. 1,
Have a paper.
2, 3, 4.
It's-
Okay.
I like the bigger print.
1, 2, 3. Bien. Okay. Uno para ti. Okay. Bien. Y Landa, sí. Okay. Landa, muy bien. Okay. Tuna? No, that's a humus.
Yeah.
Was that? And pita, yes? Ooh, yes. All right, looks good. Okay, so we learned to write in Spanish class, yes? We learned to write in Spanish. So now we're into the what? The ER, okay, and the IR verbs. The ER and the IR verbs, and we're putting them together in a sentence. So let's change that to we learn to my brothers learn. To my brothers learn, okay? Instead of we, make that my brothers. My brothers learn, okay? So, my brothers, okay, learn what? Learn what? Learn to write. Yes, learn to write. To write in what? Spanish class? No, learn to write what? Spanish? Spanish in Spanish class.
So if I really change it to my-
Spanish in what?
Spanish class.
In Spanish class. See? Class. Did that come all the way over? Let's see, I can't tell. It is still alive here. Yes. Is it still alive? Yes. Over here? Yes, good. Okay. So my brothers. All right. Possessive adjective. Yes. So we see brothers. So this is going to be what? Mis. Okay. Brothers. Okay. Hermanos. Okay. If this were my fathers-in-law, okay, well, I can only have one of those, right? All right, that's not going to work.
Depends on how many times they've been divorced.
Sure, it depends upon him, and we went through that with whose family was it? See, Amarines, yes, okay. We don't tell those stories outside of the class, though, okay? Hope you didn't tell anybody, you know, okay. Bien, so mis hermanos learn. What's the verb? Aprender, okay? And it's an ER verb. And we learned the ER verb. What's the template for ER verbs? O, what? Es, and the plural, what? Hemos, yes? Hemos and en. So we know that this is the O form, yes? The tu form, the el form, yes? This is the nosotros form, okay? And this is the what? Ellos and ustedes form, yes? Ustedes form. From 3.3. Yes? Is that 3.3? Yes. 3.3 in the text.
Yep.
Okay? So, we have the same template here, same song, second verse that we had from the AR verbs. Okay? Does everybody understand this whole notion of verbs? Yes, Josue? Yes? Okay. When you see my brothers, okay, replace that with a pronoun. Replace that with a pronoun now, Josue. Replace my brothers with a pronoun. What?
Ellos.
Say that again. Take the...
Ellos.
Ellos. See, ellos. If this is how you have to do it, okay?
Actually,
Some we have to do it this way in the beginning. Say a pronoun, ellos. Okay, what does ellos go with? Oh, it goes with either an an or what? An en, yes? Okay, you with me on this? See, okay? If this is how you have to do it. If you can see in hermanos, the plural over here, great. All right, so this is ellos. So this happens to be an ER verb because this is what? Aprender. So what's this going to be? Aprenden. What? Den. Aprenden. Aprenden. What do they learn to do? What does it say after aprender? Are there any parentheses or anything different after aprender in the text? What's it say?
A or a plus.
Ah, plus the what? Infinitive. Infinitive. Okay? So what does that mean? Ah plus the infinitive. It means every time you have a subject, okay? Every time you have a subject, could be Jose, okay? Could be Maria, could be nosotros, okay? And you have the verb aprender, and if you want them to learn how to do something, all right, you want them to learn how to do something, you've got to put an a in there, you've got to put an a in there, and it's going to be followed by the what? Infinitive. So what does that mean? Okay, they learn what? They learn to write. So they're learning how to write. So in that little a is the how to. In that little a is the how to. So you're going to say, in this case, Jose, what? Aprende, aprende, and now it says infinitive. So what's to write? Escribir, escribir.
And you keep it in the infinitive.
And you keep it in the infinitive. You don't conjugate that second verb. You don't conjugate that second verb. It's just like we want to study, right? We want to study. Do you remember that one? De what? Se amos? Yes, we soon forget. I know, it's been a week or two maybe, all right? We want, we wish, right? We desire to study, okay? Estudiar. Estudiar. And that's got to be a U in there, yes? Estudiar. Estudiar. Deseamos estudiar. We want to study. Generally, you won't find two conjugated verbs in a row. You won't find two conjugated verbs in a row. This has the subject, okay? This is the to. Remember that to? That's the to form, yes? That's the infinitive. So when it says infinitive here, it means that's the to form. It's got to end in either AR, ER, or IR. That's the infinitive form of the verb. Okay, you with me on this? Yes, hang in. 15 will break. Yes, okay. No, I know. But, oh God, how long is this going to take now? Okay. Yes, been there, done that. Okay. So, where are we? Okay. Aprender a. Just have a different little verb in there, and there's several of them that have little letters after them. We'll learn that a little bit later on. Yes? Okay. So this is aprender a. So, mis hermanos aprenden what? A what? Escribir. Escribir. Spanish. Oh, Spanish. Okay. Español. Sí. Español. Español. Okay. Español. Where?
En la clase de
En
español.
la clase. En la clase de español. Sí. En la clase de español. En la clase de español. Aprenden a escribir español en la clase de español. Okay? En la clase de español. With me on this? Yes? So far?
Don't you need another N between to, right? And on our worksheet it says N Spanish and Spanish class.
Okay. When you say escribir español, they learn to write Spanish. Okay. En español. Autumn. Good point. Good point there. See? Escribir en español. Good point. Sure. Yes. I haven't said that, okay? I say with or without. You see, escriben español. They write Spanish, they write in Spanish. Okay? For me, it was understood. But en is very appropriate.
Okay.
En is very appropriate, Otto. Excellent point. Excellent point. All right? Keeping me on track. Muy bien, Otto. That's... Sí. Muy bien. Okay? Escribir. En español, en la clase de español. Perfect. Yes? All right? So, number 2. Let's go to number 2. Let's go to number 2. Okay? What is number 2?
John and his brother eat and drink at home.
Okay, good. All right? So, let's put in a couple more adjectives there. Okay? It says John and his brother. Okay? John and his young brother. John and his young brother eat and drink at home. John and his young brother. Let's put an adjective in there, yes? John and his young brother. So Juan, okay, su, because that means what? His, yes, his young brother. So what's young brother going to be? Hermano, okay, hermano what? Joven, young, adjective, okay? Juan y su hermano joven, and what do? They what? They eat and drink at home. They eat and drink at home. So this is a plural subject. Juan y su hermano joven. So there's 2 of them. So let's see. Tushana? Rushan, I'm sorry. Rushan, I have a Tushana in the other place. Okay. Rashana, yes. Okay. Replace Juan y su hermano joven with one word. A pronoun. Replace John and his young brother with one word, a pronoun. Okay, hang on. Is it going to be yo? No. Is it going to be tú?
No.
You? No. Is it going to be usted? No. Is it going to be él? Is it going to be él? He?
No.
No, because there's more than one. It's he and his brother, okay? No, it's not going to be she, okay? Is it going to be we?
No.
No, it's not going to be we. This is they, exactly. This is they. When we replace this in English, John and his young brother, we replace it with they. And they in Spanish is? Ellos. Yes, ellos. Again, if we're doing it by the numbers. If our verb, okay, is, what is it here? Eat? Yeah, eat. The verb comer, okay, we know we conjugate this verb what? Como, what? Comes. Come. If this is what you have to do mentally to figure this out, in the beginning, many people have to do this. They have to go through which one of these words is it, okay? All right? Come, and then what? Comemos, yes. And what? Comen. Okay? So, if we know the o, es, hemos, en, and we can associate this with I, and this with you, right? And this with what? You, or he, or she, yes? And this with we, and this with what? They, or you plural, rather than going through this rigmarole here of como, comes, come, comemos, comen. Comen is the right word, because why? Because Juan and his young brother, they. Or in Spanish, ellos. Yes? Or in Spanish, ellos. They. So now you can put the verb in there. What is it? Comen. Okay? Comen. You can't just say comer, because comer is just throwing in an infinitive and having it mean whatever you want to. That doesn't work. You've got to conjugate the verb. Yes? AJ, you're with me on this?
Yes.
I'm trying to go through this slowly but surely, because we've done this before, all right? But I want to go through it again to make sure you understand how this fits. Because in English, we just say eat, okay? Let's try that again, okay? E-A-T. We just say eat, okay? We don't have to go through any gyrations of any figure. Let's see. Como, comes, no. Eat. I eat, you eat, he eats. We add an S there sometimes. He eats, she eats, okay? We eat, they eat. It's the same little word, 3 letters, eat. But in Spanish, what? Como, comes, come, comemos, comen. We add these to indicate who's doing the action. Yes? Okay, AJ. Yes, Yolanda. You understand this idea? Yes? Okay. Bien. Okay, I'm just going through the motions here. All right, and so they comen, and what's the rest of it? E what?
Beaver.
What was that word again?
Beaver.
Beaver? Was it Beaver? B-I-B, Beaver. What?
B-E.
Ah, B-E, okay. See, B-E, that would be what? Be in Spanish. Be, and then what?
Beaver.
Bebed, bebed, bebed. Okay, now hang on a second. What does bebed mean? Look it up there. What does it mean? To drink, okay? To drink. To drink. That means to drink, yes? Okay, so John and his young brother eat to drink.
Be angry.
Oh, yes. Oh, we didn't put comer up here. Okay, that's an infinitive. That means to drink. We had to conjugate that verb. We had to conjugate that verb. So you had to put the en on the end to tell us it's they're the ones that are doing the eating. Yes?
Right.
You're going to do the same thing with bebed. Okay? You're going to conjugate this verb. Who's doing the eating? We have a choice between what? O, es, e, hemos, right? And en. Which one are we going to pick? Huh? En, exactly. See, we're going to pick the en because they're the ones that are doing it, okay? They're the ones that are, because it's the same subject. They're eating and they're drinking. Okay? Do you see how that works?
Yeah.
You sure?
I figured.
More or less. Well, we're going to do some more. We're going to do some more here, yes? Okay? We're going to do some more, okay? Beben. Yes, beben. Where? Okay, it says in the house. In the house or at home. At home would be en casa. En casa. En casa means at home. At home. Okay? At the university. En la universidad. Okay? At the theater. En el cine. Okay? At the class. En la clase. En is at. Yes? En is at. Okay? Right? En casa. En casa. At home. See, estoy en casa, mamá. I'm what? I'm at home, Mom. Okay, I'm at home, Mom. See, Rebecca.
I have a really stupid question.
Okay, did I give that speech on there's no question that's stupid?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Good. Okay,
I'm
you
pretty
weren't
sure
here.
somebody
maybe.
has asked this
Okay.
question before, but
Or have I said that before? If somebody asked it, how many times are we going to ask a question? I said 3 or 4 times. So go ahead, Rebecca. Yes.
I've noticed that we've got to drink in 2 different verb forms. What is the difference between the 2?
2 different verb forms, meaning what? Tell me the first
We've
verb
got,
form. You have tomar earlier on, yes,
Yeah.
tomar, and we have
And then
beber
beber.
here, yes. Tomar, same thing. Waiter comes up, ¿Qué tomas esta noche? What are you drinking tonight? ¿Qué bebes esta noche? Okay, they both mean the same thing.
So they're totally interchangeable.
Sure. Yo bebo café por la mañana, yo bebo café por la mañana, yo tomo café por la mañana. But tomar has many other meanings as well. Because you can tomar el autobús, you can take the bus. Okay? I can tomar historia, I can take history as a class.
So tomar is more of a concept, whereas beber is specific. Is that the difference?
No, it just has other definitions, that's all. There's no concept and
It
whatever.
can mean the same thing, but it means many other things.
Yeah, beber generally means to drink, to imbibe, okay? To drink, to imbibe, okay? Specifically, I don't know what else beber means. All right, but tomar, many words. I take the bus, I take history in the summertime, I take coffee, I take cream with my coffee. Yo tomo crema con mi café. All right, yo tomo crema con mi café. I take cream with my coffee. Okay. All right, and we're going to get into more words like this because there are a lot of other words that mean take also. I'm taking Donna to the airport. Okay, you don't say tomo generally. You would say llevo, a different verb, llevar. I'm carrying her to the airport. Yes. Okay, but we'll talk more about that later on. Not to worry. Okay, so here we are. Okay, comprenden? Yes, comprenden? See? All right. Okay, let's go to the third one. Let's put some adjectives in there with these. Okay, what's the third one say? Okay, she reads, but she doesn't understand. Okay, all right. She reads, but she doesn't understand. Let's put a subject in there. Let's see. Give me a subject with a family member. And give me an adjective that describes that family member.
My smart sister.
My what?
Me short.
Okay. My short my short cousin, my short cousin, okay, reads, but she doesn't understand, okay? My short cousin, all right? Will that work? My short cousin? Sure. How about your short cousin? Your short cousin? That sounds kind of silly too, doesn't it? Short. Give me another word besides short, with cousin, or aunt, or uncle, or grandma, or in-law. What? Inteligente. My smart cousin, okay, my smart cousin reads well but doesn't understand. Okay, my smart cousin. So we're going to say what? Again? Me, possessive adjective, yes. My smart cousin, me what? Pri, and in this case, we know it's a prima because what? She doesn't understand, yes? She doesn't. Mi prima what? What? Gente. See, my smart cousin, she reads well. What? What's that verb? Reads well. What's to read? Leer. Leer. Remember, we're taking off this first, the last two letters there. But there's still a le left over, yes? So when we have the o, es, hemos, yes, en, we're going to pronounce this what? Le. Don't everybody talk at once. Leo, 2 syllables. Leo, le, es, le, leemos. Repita por favor, Leo. Lees. Leemos. Leen. But when people are saying it, you don't hear that. Lee. You say le. Okay? See, mi prima lee bien. Mi prima lee bien. What am I saying? Okay? Mi what? Mi prima lee bien. Mi prima lee bien. Okay? Mi prima lee bien. Mi prima lee bien. Repita, mi prima lee bien. Mi prima lee bien. That's just like what you're going to do tonight. What you're going to do. What you gonna do. What you're going to do. What you're going to do tonight. What are you going to do tonight? What you going to do tonight? I'm going to the movies. I'm going to the movies. Right? What did I just say?
I'm going to the movies.
Sure. Going to the movies. How would you? Okay, going to the movies. You swallow up part of that sentence, yes? Just because that's our vernacular, that's the way we speak, yes? Okay, and if the eyelids are getting very thin, yes, and very slow, and they're slowly drooping, okay, stand up, take a breath. Remember the alveoli, yes? The alveoli, yes, they're screaming, yes? Aire. See, underneath. Yes. Bien. Okay. Mi prima le vi. So, you say, they speak Spanish fast? No, well, we speak English the same way. Okay. So, we said what? Mi prima inteligente. Prima, okay. In this case, female, yes. But inteligente can't have a gender. It just ends in an E, yes? E. But if it was short, my short cousin, okay, this would be what? Baja. Mi prima baja. My short cousin. Okay. Still sounds good. My short cousin. How many cousins do you have? Well, 1. That's why I know he's short. Could be taller. All right. Mi prima baja. But if mi primo, if it was a primo, then this would be what? Bajo. See? Bajo. Or if this were my short cousins, okay, mis what? Primos bajos. Yes. My short cousins, they're worthless, all right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Okay.
It would also be intelligente.
What's that? Yes. If we had mis primos bajos or inteligentes, because everything's going to match. We said that before, yes? Everything matches in Spanish. It agrees. Or technically, okay, the descriptive adjective modifies the noun in person and number. All right? Yes?
What did you just say? They and again.
You were dozing. Okay, that's all right. Okay, the descriptive adjective, okay, modifies the noun in number and gender. So in number, if it's plural, this is going to be plural. If it's singular, I take off the S. This is going to be S. I take off the S, yes. If this is singular, this is singular. If this is singular, the determiner is the noun. The noun's going to tell me what these adjectives are going to be. The noun, the person, the place, the thing is going to tell me what the descriptive word is going to be. Okay. If it's a tall house, it's going to be a casa what? Casa alta. Yes, casa alta. Casa alta. Tall house. Yes, because this casa, feminine singular, tells me that this is alta. Alta. Feminine singular. Feminine singular. But if he's a tall boy, okay, chico is going to be alto, because this is our gender. This is our gender. Our sex. Okay? It's a male. This is a male. Male tall. Okay, male. Yes? Okay, good. All right? Good? Yes? Okay. So where are we here? Inteligente. And now, we've gotten through this. Le. So what is it? Mi primo inteligente. What? Le. What? E. Right? Just one E. Le. Because the root of the verb, the stem of the verb is here. It's the LE. Just like we said up here. That's the LE. That's the root of the verb because we took off the ER. All right? All right. How about my intelligent cousin lives? How about if he lives? He lives in St. Pete. St. Pete. If this were lives, Lives, lives. What's that going to be? Vive. Okay? Vive. What's that? Vive, sí. Vive. Was there a question? No, okay, vive, sí. Vive in St. Pete. Okay? What are the verbs are there? What are the verbs there besides vivir? The IR verbs. The IR verbs. Vivir, what else? Compartir, what else? Shares, abrir. Okay. Oh, opens the door. Sure. My intelligent cousin opens the door for his mother. Okay. So it's going to be what? Abre. Sí. Abre. Sí. Abre. Okay. Repita por favor. Abro. Abres. Abre. Abrimos. Abren. Vivo, vives, vive. Vivimos, viven. But the beber, ER verb, is bebo, bebes, bebe. Repita, bebos, bebe, bebe. Bebo, bebes, bebe. Bebo, bebes, bebe. Bebemos, beben. Sí. Okay? See, okay. My short cousins drink a lot of beer. Okay? My short cousins drink a lot of beer. Okay? Mis what? Primos what? Bajos drink a lot of beer. Okay? What? Beben dos X. Beben dos X. Ah, that's good. Okay? Beben dos X. See, okay? They drink dos X. Yes. What, Rebecca? What?
Just the way you write that.
What? Dos Equis. Isn't that what it's on the bottle? Yes, I don't drink beer.
No, I don't drink beer either.
Oh, okay. Well, we're the blind leading the blind here. Who drinks Dos Equis? Who drinks it? Yes. Is it 2 X's on the bottle?
Most definitely.
Most definitely, yes. It's most definitely.
Well, we
yes.
got somebody.
Stay thirsty. What is it?
Stay thirsty, my friend.
Stay thirsty, my friend. Yes. All right.
I'll stick with my whiskey.
Okay. Beben. Oh, goodness. Take 10. Goodness. It's 5 after. Yes. Finally. Amelina says, oh, at last. What are you laughing at, Don?
That was just funny what she did.
Yes, at last. See? Por fin we say in Spanish, yes? Por fin, at last. Por fin, yes. Por fin. En fin, in the end. Por fin, at last, yes?
Based off of the name?
Based off of just fin. Fin in Spanish. El fin is the end. You see that at the end of the pictures.
Yeah.
In French, it's fin, F-I-N. Different pronunciation of the I. But in Spanish, fin.
I just didn't get the at part.
Oh, okay. Dear me. See if we can